Morning, everybody. How are you? Happy Monday. Have you had a lovely weekend? I hope so. I hope you've been able to enjoy it, even though it was a little bit wet and rainy, wasn't it? Let me tell you about my weekend. What did I do? Oh, I did lots of work on Saturday, which was really good because I managed to get lots of things achieved. I like to achieve things, as you know. And then on Sunday, I took my nanny shopping. So we have to wear the masks, and I took her out to the shops, and then I went out actually, which was brave, wasn't it? I don't go out very much. Went out for a roast dinner yesterday, and that was absolutely delicious. Put your hand up if you had a roast dinner yesterday. Ooh, quite a few. Fantastic. I hope you enjoyed that, everybody, and I hope you had a lovely, lovely weekend. And you should have lit your candle if you've got one. I think you have in all of your rooms. And remember, we light our candle just so that we remember, if we want to, that God is with us, or you may be thinking about somebody that needs your love and your thoughts this morning. So we will start our assembly with a peace be with you. Thank you, guys. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do today is have a little break from me straight away, and I am going to ask you how you think our earth was created. How was our earth created? And then I've put there, discuss. So what I would like you to do, first of all in pairs, and then I would like you to share some of your ideas in your classes, because I'm going to ask your teachers about them later. I would like you to discuss this. So you're going to pause me for a moment, and you're going to discuss this, and then when you start the film again, we are going to watch a little film about how Christians believe the earth was created. So I'd like you to discuss this first. Off you go.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and empty. Darkness covered the deep waters, and the Spirit of God was hovered above the surface of the waters. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good. Then he separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness night. Evening passed, and morning came, marking the first day. Then God said, "Let there be a space between the waters, to separate the waters of the heavens from the waters of the earth." God called this the sky. Evening passed, and morning came, marking the second day. Then God said, "Let the waters beneath the sky flow together into one place, so dry ground may appear." God called the dry ground land, and the waters seas. God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the land sprout with plants, trees, and trees that produce seeds that grow fruit." And God saw that it was good. Evening passed and morning came, marking the third day. Then God said, "Let lights appear in the sky to separate the day from the night. Let them be signs to mark the seasons, days, and years. Let these lights in the sky shine down on the earth." God made two great lights, the sun and the moon. Then he painted the night sky with stars and saw that it was good. Evening passed and morning came, marking the fourth day. Then God said, "Let the waters swarm with fish and other life. Let the skies be filled with birds of every kind." And God saw that it was good. Evening passed and morning came, marking the fifth day. Then God said, "Let the earth produce every sort of animal, each producing offspring of the same kind." God saw that it was good. On the same day, God said, "Let us make human beings in our image, to be like us. They will reign over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, and all the animals. So God created human beings in his own image, a male and a female. God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and multiply. I have given you everything that has life." Then God looked over all he had made, and he saw that it was very good. Evening passed, and morning came, marking the 6th day. On the 7th day, God had finished his creation, so he rested from all his work. God blessed the 7th day and declared it holy.
Well done, guys. So you've been thinking about how the world was created, and then you have thought about how Christians think the world was created. So I've got another question for you now. I want to know, because Christians believe that on the 7th day, which is known as the Sabbath and also a Sunday, how was your Sunday? So I've already told you a little bit about my Sunday, but did you rest? I had a little bit of rest. Was it good or godly? Oh, what does that mean? So did you do things that were good in any way? I'd be really interested to know if anybody watched the church service. So I watched the church service. It was fantastic. I didn't watch it in the morning, I watched it later on. So who watched put your hand up if you watched the church service that Reverend Russ held. Lovely. And it says there, was it good for others? So was your Sunday good for others? And it's just some thoughts really, because it is a special day for Christians, and I think that we definitely forget about resting on a Sunday. I think years ago people used to spend a little bit less time doing and a little bit more time resting on a Sunday, and it's really important that we get our rest, not just on a Sunday, but it's really important that we do take time to rest, and I have to remind myself of that sometimes too, but it's really something that is important. So I just wanted you to think about this too. Now, however the world was made, and some people think that we can be sure, and some people think that we can't be sure, and some people think that if you've got one belief and that you believe in all the science, you can't believe in religion, and that's I don't believe that to be true. And we're actually going to spend a whole day thinking about this soon, because I find it fascinating, and I'm sure you do too. And I've always thought it was quite difficult to understand that there was the science and also that you could have faith and believe in God. And some people can and some people can't, and that's okay, whatever your beliefs are. But I still think it's fascinating thinking about it. So my sort of question is, however the world is made, because quite frankly it doesn't really matter what your beliefs are in that, because they're your beliefs, so they're yours, which is great. But how can we appreciate it more? How can we appreciate and look at this? I mean, the world is absolutely phenomenal. It is totally an amazing thing. So how can we appreciate it more? And I just wanted you to be thankful really this morning. So again, it's not always easy to be thankful at the moment, because things are a little bit different, and some of the things that we like to be thankful for perhaps aren't happening as much, but we still need to be thankful. So let us be thankful. So I'd like you just to pause and have a little bit of time, just a little bit of quiet really, and I'd like you to think about all the things that you are thankful for. What are you thankful for? I suspect you're thinking of some people. I know I've said this to you before, but I'm so thankful for my warm bed. I mean, my warm bed. What a privilege to have a warm bed. I mean, I do know that, and when I get in it, I know that you probably spend a lot of time trying to not get in it, because that's what I did when I was your age. But when I get in my bed, I think, oh, this is amazing. I love it. And I always think I'm so thankful that I've got this warm bed, because I know there are people out there that haven't. And I think about them, I think about refugees, I think about people that live on the streets. Oh, and I just think, I suppose I admire their strength, but I also do feel sad that in our world that I'm so thankful for, there are people that don't have the privileges that I have. So I'd just like us to finish our assembly today by thinking about how wonderful our world is that's being created, how truly special it is, and how thankful we should be for the privileges that we have. And I would say that we are particularly privileged here. And I'd like us to think about those people that perhaps don't have those privileges, and think about how perhaps we can make a difference in any small way, like you did with the food bank, to those people. So I hope you'll join me in a prayer today if you'd like to. I'm going to put my hands together and close my eyes. Dear Lord, let us be thankful. Let us be thankful for all of the privileges that we have. Let us be thankful for our family and our friends. Let us be thankful for our health. Let us be thankful for everything that we have the privilege of having. Help us to always remember that we are very lucky, and that not everybody has the same privileges as us, even though we share exactly the same wonderful earth that's been created. Help us to think of ways to help others. In your name, Amen. Thank you, guys. I hope you have a lovely, lovely Monday. In fact, myself and Misty Yates can be popping in to see you today, because we looked at your books last week. Oh, they were very marvellous. Marvellous, marvellous work. And we're going to come in and see what you're doing this morning, so we can just poke our heads in. We're going to have our masks on because we're moving from class to class, so you can see what coloured masks we have on today, and we will see you in a bit. So have a lovely day. See you soon. Take care, guys.